stand-in for the governor to lead international trade missions. I've used these occasions to produce new economic opportunities for the people of South Carolina. Most notably, since being asked to lead the Office on Aging, I've worked tirelessly restructuring the office to provide the needed services to the senior population as effectively and as efficiently as possible. And throughout Governor Sanford's recent controversies, I've remained supportive in order to provide stability to our government. Now, however, things have changed. Regrettably, we've reached a point where we must all put the interests of the people of South Carolina first. It is, in my opinion, that the best interests of the people of South Carolina can no longer be served by the current administration. The serious misconduct that's already been revealed, along with lingering questions and continuing distractions, make it virtually impossible for our state to solve the critical problems we're facing without a change in leadership. That is why I now must call upon Governor Sanford, in the interest of our state, to resign. To spare the taxpayers the expense and distraction of the multiple legal processes which are now being considered. That is why I myself believe, by putting the best interests of the people of South Carolina ahead of my own personal and political interests. If the governor does not resign now, then the legislature must act quickly to resolve this matter this year, so that the 2010 session of the General Assembly is not dominated by impeachment proceedings taking away from far more important issues, like bringing jobs to our state, balancing our budget, and improving education. And as the legislature acts to uphold its constitutional responsibilities in this matter, I would further call upon each and every member of the South Carolina General Assembly to rise above partisan politics in making these very important decisions. Published reports ranging from the New York Times to our own local non-armed news organizations have made it clear that some have allowed the impact of the 2010 gubernatorial election to cloud their decision-making on this matter. Some elected officials who know the state would be better served by a change in leadership are nonetheless working to prevent a change due to their own political interests. And this is unfortunate for the people of South Carolina. So that each member of the legislature will be free to take actions in the best interest of the state without political interference, I want to eliminate that dilemma for them. By sacrificing my own political aspirations, putting the best interests of the people of South Carolina first. Although I have been planning to announce my candidacy for governor in just a few short months in the 2010 elections, I will forego my own candidacy if I'm called upon to fill the vacancy as governor prior to my announcement this fall. Overcoming the challenges facing our state, recruiting industry is needed to put South Carolinians back to work, providing educational opportunities that our children want and quite frankly deserve, raising the income levels for working families, finding new and creative solutions to our healthcare problems are far more important than the political future of any one person, myself included. While I certainly prefer several 4 or 4-year terms as governor, the work that must be done in the next year prior to the 2010 gubernatorial election cannot be ignored. With unemployment at all-time highs, and our state budget in real trouble. The needs of the people cannot wait. In the next month, if I'm called upon, I pledge to you to devote the hardest working year of my life to serving the people of South Carolina, free from any re-election campaign or other distractions. If not, of course, I'm going to go forward with my plans to run for governor and announce my candidacy this fall. It is my hope that this commitment that I make to you today will eliminate political interference from the process and allow the legislature to immediately fulfill the responsibility that our state constitution, quite frankly, requires. Now is the time for true leadership to step forward and show selfless dedication And that's what the people of South Carolina want, is I continue to try to put the interests of the people first, regardless of the political consequences. I'm calling on all the leaders of our state, people in this room included, to join me in putting the interests aside of any one person, so that we might work together for a better South Carolina. Any questions?
What's changed?
Sure, Robert.
Andre, what was it that changed your mind that you said up until this point you were willing to try to move forward? What was there one thing or several things that made you say, okay, now?
Robert, it wasn't any one thing. I've tried to give people the benefit of the doubt, and it's easy to jump on somebody when they're going through difficult times, and so I have tried not to be one of those people, but to continue to see what our state's going through, not only in our state, but on a national and even an international level. We're not going to see the type of investment in South Carolina. We're not going to see